Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wondered what the difference is between a 401k and a traditional IRA? No? Well, get ready because today we're diving deep into the ultimate showdown, 401k versus traditional IRA. The retirement battle that can leave you with way more cash in your pocket by the time you retire, if you know which one to choose. So, whether you're thinking about starting one of these accounts, or you've been contributing to one for years and just want to make sure you're doing it right, you're in the right place. Today we'll break it down so you know exactly what the difference is, which one is best for you, and which one will help you retire like a boss. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you know who's still confused about their retirement plan. Trust me, they'll thank you later when they realize how much more money they can be saving for the future. Okay, first things first. What exactly is a 401k? A 401k is a defined contribution plan. It's a retirement account that's typically offered by your employer. That means you contribute a portion of your salary to the account, and in many cases, your employer will even match a percentage of your contribution. How awesome is that? It's like the company says, hey, you're saving for your future? Let me throw a little extra in there to make sure you don't eat ramen noodles every day in retirement. Now, you might be wondering, how much can you contribute to a 401k? For 2025, the contribution limit is $23,500 a year if you're under 50. But if you're over 50, you can contribute $31,000. So yes, you can really put some serious money into your 401k if you choose to. Also, most 401 keys allow you to make pre-tax contributions. That means the money you contribute to your 401k lowers your taxable income for the year. You don't pay taxes on the contributions until you start withdrawing in retirement. So, it's kind of like getting a tax break today for saving for the future. Again, free money from your employer and tax breaks. Sounds like a win-win situation. But here's the catch. 401ks are usually limited to your employer's investment options. You might not have as much control over your investments as you would like. But on the plus side, your contributions to a 401k are automatically deducted from your paycheck, which makes saving for retirement almost effortless. The downside? If you change jobs, you can't take your 401k with you unless you roll it over to a new employer's plan or into an IRA. But if you leave your job, don't worry. You'll still have access to your money when you retire. Now let's talk about the traditional IRA, the other big player in the retirement game. An IRA, which stands for Individual Retirement Account, is exactly what it sounds like. It's a retirement account that you open individually, and it's not tied to your employer. So, unlike the 401k, your employer doesn't get to decide what you can contribute or where your money goes. You have full control. You can choose to invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and pretty much anything else you want. It's like being your own retirement chef. You pick your ingredients, you cook it up just the way you like it. For 2025, the contribution limit for a traditional IRA is $7,000 per year, or $8,000 if you're over 50. So while you can't contribute as much as you can to a 401k, you get more flexibility with how you manage your investments. And just like the 401k, you can make pre-tax contributions to a traditional IRA. That means the money you contribute to your IRA reduces your taxable income for the year. But here's something to keep in mind. Unlike a 401k, there's no employer match. So while you have more control, you don't get that extra bump from your employer. One other thing about IRAs, you can have multiple IRAs. You can open a traditional IRA and a Roth IRA, and they can be with different financial institutions, giving you even more control over your retirement savings. But remember, just like with 401k, you can't touch the money in your IRA until you reach retirement age, 59 and a half to be exact, unless you want to pay a penalty. But don't worry, you'll be thanking yourself when you see how much you've accumulated by then. Okay, now that we know the basics, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What's the real difference between a 401k and a traditional IRA? Contribution limits. The biggest difference is how much you can contribute. As we mentioned, with a 401k, you can contribute up to $23,500 per year, or $31,000 if you're over 50. But with a traditional IRA, your contribution limit is much lower, just $7,000 per year, or $8,000 if you're over 50. Who controls the account? With a 401k, your employer typically provides a set menu of investment options. If you want to change jobs, you can roll your 401k over into a new employer's plan or an IRA, but you're somewhat limited to the options available within that plan. On the flip side, a traditional IRA is all you. You have the freedom to choose from a wide variety of investment options, making it more flexible. Think of it this way. A 401k is like a buffet. They offer you a selection and you pick what you want. But a traditional IRA, that's more like a gourmet menu. You can pick and choose every item to suit your exact tastes. Employer match. The 401k has that sweet employer match. You put in money and your employer matches some or all of it. Free money, right? Sadly, a traditional IRA doesn't come with that kind of bonus. So if employer contributions are a huge deal for you, a 401k might be the way to go. Income limits and eligibility. With a 401k, your eligibility isn't tied to your income. It's more about whether your employer offers the plan. But for a traditional IRA, your eligibility to deduct your contributions on your tax return can depend on how much money you make, especially if you or your spouse is covered by a retirement plan at work. So if your income is too high, you might not get the full tax benefit of a traditional IRA. So, let's quickly recap the pros and cons of each option. 401k pros: higher contribution limits, you can put away more money each year. Employer match, free money. Automatic paycheck deductions, which makes saving super easy. 401k cons, limited investment choices. You're stuck with what your employer offers. You can only contribute through your employer, which means it's not as flexible if you change jobs. Penalties if you try to take the money out too early. Traditional IRA pros. You can choose your own investments. You have full control, tax-deferred growth, just like a 401k. No employer involvement, which means it's completely independent. Traditional IRA cons, lower contribution limits than a 401k. No employer match, no extra bonus here. Income limits can affect how much you can contribute if you're also covered by an employer plan. Alright, there you have it. The complete showdown between the 401k and the traditional IRA. So, which one is right for you? If you want higher contribution limits and the sweet perk of an employer match, the 401k might be your best bet. But if you prefer more control over your investments and don't mind a lower contribution limit, the traditional IRA could be a great option. Bottom line, both of these accounts are amazing tools for saving for retirement. Just make sure you understand how they work and which one fits your financial goals. So let me know in the comments. Are you Team 401k or Team Traditional IRA? Or maybe you're thinking about doing both. Let's chat. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome retirement tips and financial strategies. Share this video with someone who's still trying to decide which account is the best fit for them. And I'll see you next time for more ways to level up your finances.